Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Nandy's Crafting Corner. Today we're going to be trying to make as many cards as we can using this pattern paper. We're just going to be using one sheet today. And this is from the Elegant Pine Snowfall pattern paper. That's that side. Here's the beautiful back side. Looks like some snowfall. So this should make some really gorgeous cards. And then we're going to be also using this cherry cobbler cardstock along with our white cardstock for our card base. And then we'll also use this stamp from the Ornamental Christmas stamp set. And then we might use the Ornamental Christmas die cuts as well to cut out our tree. So we'll see about that. All right, but first let's get to trimming. Let's start with our card base. So we're gonna do this one piece here. We're gonna cut that at 5.5. So already we have 2 card bases. And then let's score at 4.25. Let's get that cutting one out of there. Don't want to accidentally do that. So there's this guy. So 4.25. So far we have 2 card bases. Let's make 4 card bases. I think we can definitely get 4 cards out of there. So again, we cut at 5.5. And we score at 4.25. The cutting stage. So I was thinking, let's do our pattern paper we'll do 3 by 3. I think that'll look really beautiful on our card. So let's trim this at the 3 there. So there's that one. There's 2. There's 3 and 4. All right. Okay. And then to go with that, let's make this. So how much of a border would we like around that? Probably next to nothing, so. Let's see how much this will give us. We're gonna do 3 1/8. So 3. How's that looking? Just to give it a little bit of contrast to the back there. I like that. So 3. And of course, what do I always say? Keep those scraps, guys. We'll definitely be using them. If not in today's project, then definitely in a future project. So, waste not, want not. Isn't that the same as the saying goes? All right, so now we have 4 of those. Pull one of these up and see what we're dealing with here. Oh. Or do we want to do that and then have our Christmas tree over it like that? What do you guys think? Let's have some fun. So let's do it off center like that. And then we'll put our sentiment down here. I like that. Okay, so first let's start by going this down. This is my solution. I got a pin in my glue, so hopefully it works out a little bit better. I don't want to waste this bottle of glue. And again, this is the cherry cobbler, cut at 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. And I want it about there. And then this guy, we'll off center him just a little bit, right there. Have the doors open today. It's so nice out. We got a lot of rain last night again. For some reason it's only raining at night, and then in the morning it's just beautiful outside. Okay. Let's adhere that down, like so. All right, let's get a Merry Christmas stamp. Come here. So from the Ornamental Christmas, haven't used it yet. If you guys saw my unboxing, I just got these in. Let's see. 'Tis the Spirit. Is Merry Christmas gonna fit? Yeah. Beautiful. Take this guy off. Line that up. Now the question is, what color should we stamp it in? That got off-centered. Let's try that again. Right there. Maybe we can stamp a little tree right there too. We'll see. So we have, for our colors, we have the shaded spruce, which would look really good with this. Or we have, I don't have the cherry cobbler, but I do have real red. Let's do the real red, just in case we do put that tree right there. And I'm going to give it a stamp off here just to make sure that it's stamping properly. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Ready, guys? Right there. So pretty. Let's get our shimmy. Clean this guy off. did some trees like this, but stamped them off. Just so we got the top part. All right, I love that. And honestly, I don't even want to put them on the other side. So what do we think of this card, our first card? Is it missing something there? I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I think it is missing. Some trees there too, so. Don't want to get it on the other side, so. There we go. Gorgeous. Okay, so this is our first card, guys. What do you think? Let's move on to the second card. Again, let's do that. Or even like that. Cover the pattern paper. Let's stamp our tree. Let's get a scratch piece of paper out here. We'll do the white. And we're just going to die cut this, so I'm going to put it on the far side here. You guys hear the birds outside? They're so happy chirping away. honestly, I bet you we could just fussy cut this guy out. Or what if we left him? What if we left him like this and we cut him out? I'm just winging it as I go, guys. So let's see, I cut him at, is this 1.5? At about 1.5. By 3.5. Is this 1.5? Why can't I measure today? Yeah, it's about a little bit over. So I'm thinking, what if we put him right there? And let's do a new technique. Let's sponge these sides. Kind of break up the white a little bit. And I love these Stampin' Spots. It really helps like bring out the color of the tree there. All right, and then let's do our sentiment. After we glue this guy down. Hi friends, sorry about that. My camera cut out. So let's continue on with this card here. So I want to do a small greeting here just in the corner. I'm trying to decide what color would be the best right there. Let's do this guy. We'll do the real red for Be Jolly. Be Jolly. And I'm just going to center it right in the middle of that. Oh no, I got a little bit of... That is okay, friends. We can always put a little star or something right there. I watch other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators also when they make cards, and they actually trim this rubber part off so it doesn't do that. And believe it or not, there's only going to be a few sets left of this red rubber, and they're going to be discontinuing it. I guess they're having trouble. They're having trouble getting the products in to make the red rubber. There's some sort of shortage or something, so they're just doing away with it altogether. All right, and then I was thinking up here to do this little guy. That looks pretty fun. Let's do him and maybe a stamped off real red. Try not to get those edges in again. So we're going to stamp off first, and then we're going to go as close to the pattern paper as we can, like that. How's that looking? Just something to fill in that gap there. let's do this little tiny star. Got that on the edge again. I'm just gonna wipe it off with my black shirt. Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, so how are we gonna position this? Where? How does that look? Like a little trail of stars. What do we think about this card, guys? I don't know. I'm not feeling it really, but maybe I'll revisit this one. I do like this part of it. I just have to figure out these little corners, if I prefer to leave them white or if I want to fill them in with something else. Let me know what you think in the comments of this guy. But this one turned out gorgeous. All right, so that's 2 cards of our little use up that one sheet of paper. I hope you guys enjoyed. Come see me again soon. Remember, if you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me. Get the little bell icon there so you know when I'm going to be doing another video or a live session. Should be coming up here pretty soon. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for your support.